So welcome back to what's actually a bit of a sad day today. Yesterday we said goodbye to the family and they've all flown back to Perth in WA, and we're back on our own, which is a bit sad really. It's nice in a sense, but it's nice to kind of get on with what we were doing, I suppose. But it's sad to see them go. It was nice catching up with everybody, and we missed our little grandson, one of our grandchildren. So it was nice to catch up with everybody, and we had a great time with them. We spent nearly 2 weeks, but back to normal, I suppose. So we dropped them off at Brisbane Airport last night, and today we are leaving here. This is the showground at Caboolture. So we just had a quick overnighter because it was handy for the airport and the drop-off, and we're actually going to head back up to Noosa today, because we only spent an afternoon in Noosa a few days ago, and it was lovely. So we booked in for a 4-night stay up there, and we're going to do a bit of exploring around that area, so looking forward to that. And weather's turned as well. It was throwing it down all day yesterday, which was a bit annoying, but yeah, beautiful now, and for the next few days as well, so all good. So we'll get packed up. Angie's just making a quick cuppa, and then we'll hit the road, I think. Okay, so we're on site. Had a bit of a palaver because they put us on a pitch down there, and there just happened to be a real boggy bit, very much like that bit there, but it was right where one of our front wheels needed to be, that we needed to put a ramp under to level up. So it wasn't any good. So we went and asked, and they moved us down here. So this is still a bit wet, but apparently they've just had 5 days of solid rain. So everything is drying out. The forecast is for it to stay dry for the next week or so. So it'll just get better and we'll be all right. Now we're in here, that's fine. We're pretty much level. Can get the car on the front. But yet again, it's the same old thing, isn't it? Obviously with these caravan sites. But just look how close you are to everybody, you know. If we sit out the other side of our van, we'll literally be able to hear the conversation that those people are having. So this is the following night, and I just wanted to quickly show you how it's busied up. You are literally meters away from about 6 other vans at any one time. It's chocker. Here we are, and that's how close everyone else is. Which is why we prefer showgrounds and such like. But anyway, that's another thing. We've got 4 nights here now. We're basically in Noosa, just outside Noosa Heads, and we could do a load of exploring, and it's a beautiful area. It really is a beautiful area. So this is why we're putting up with being so squashed in, for the sake of just being nearer the area, to be fair, and back onto our showgrounds and such like. Anyway, lunchtime. Oh, she started without me. So we've had the last couple of days in Noosa, just chilling really, just wandering around the local area really. But today we're having a drive out to Kenilworth, which was actually recommended by one of our viewers. It's taking us very much through the country. It's a lovely day, not a cloud in the sky. Forecast 21, 22 today. So yeah, spot on. So we're in Kenilworth, and this is interesting. This is the Kenilworth showground, which we didn't realise was actually here. But if I can point out that American style motorhome there with a little tiny Fiat at the side of it, that guy was actually at the side of us when we was in Caboolture a few days ago. So funny how you bump into people. Some bikers here, and this is something you see quite a lot here that you never see in the UK for obvious reasons. This guy's just left his jacket on his bike there and cleared off somewhere. He's nowhere in sight. Did that in the UK, it would be gone. Okay, so this looks like quite a cute little town. But Kenilworth has been recommended to us by one of our viewers. I believe it was Wumby. Hello, Wumby. This looks a very interesting place. Gonna have to have a look in here. Wow. How cool. Wow. That's amazing. Amazing. That's a very interesting shop. Angie's just gone for a quick look. This place is Little Baker's, and I don't know whether you'll be able to see through the window there. But just on the bottom, that giant sausage roll. And I think it's one of those challenge things. It's a 1 kilogram sausage roll. Can you eat it? Nice little country town, isn't it?
Beautiful.
I think I'm preferring these country towns to the bigger touristy towns, really, sometimes. Nice to just have a bit of variety, really. Nice little cafe. So we decided to stop. This cafe has got a couple of really nice sounding soups. So we're having one pumpkin and we're having one pumpkin and sweet corn and one leek and potato, and I think we're going to share. Angie noticed that there was what on the menu? Who said? You said, oh, they've got chips.
Of course I did, yeah.
You did.
I'm going to deny it.
She did. She's just denying it, but she said, oh, they've got chips. So guess what? Angie's having some chips.
Oh man, you're having none.
It's that fluffy thing on the side of your hand.
Something you give me.
It's a nice little place, though. Actually, a very cute little town, really.
It is very cute.
That cowboy shop was quite amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Angie came out and she said, did you go in the room at the back with the boots in? And I said no. So I stupidly left Angie with the camera and nipped back in, and they got a room full of cowboy boots. It was very unique stuff, wasn't it? If you like that sort of cowboy and Indian kind of vibe.
And then they've got all the mosaicy, Mexican
they got some
stuff
amazing stuff. Well, I've got to say, credit where credit's due, and in that case there was no credit due, because that was probably one of the most bland soups we've had for some time. Both of them were a bit crap, weren't they, babe?
They were just very.
They were just
taste.
very lacking.
Needed
There was no
some
flavour to either of them. They look quite nice, to be fair.
Oh,
But,
Cindy, it's
and even
dirty.
the,
Come
even
back
the
and have
chips are a
your
bit
own
average,
drink.
but
Come
so
on.
no, wouldn't recommend that place. But still, some you win.
Come on,
Not
baby.
missing the bikes at all.
Come. You're not?
No, not at all.
Oh, babe, I thought you were.
No, not at all.
You lie.
So we're going to head over to Imbil, I'm going to say. Probably pronouncing that wrong. But I think you should just take it for granted that everything, all the place names are going to be wrong.
Well, you say it as it's spelled, don't you?
We're saying it as it is, and people keep correcting me that we're pronouncing everything wrong. But hey, you know, it is what it is. You know what we mean. Supposed to laugh about it. Okay, interestingly, that guy's jacket is still on the back of his bike. Come on, honey bun.
I'm coming.
Right, Siddy. Come on, you don't want to finish your water?
No, that's clean water. That's fresh,
You done?
isn't it? You like dirty water out of everybody else's dishes, don't you? You're a idiot. Throw it away.
It's gone now. So we're now in Imbil, And this is a very small town, very picturesque little place as you drive in. It's quite nice with the little undercover areas here and this fairly short run of shops, and of course there's always a tavern or a pub. But this is what we need to draw your attention to, because as everybody knows, we've been on a quest for the best vanilla slice in Australia, and there is a sign up there that claims that this one is the best.
But they're up for sale.
But as Angie quite rightly points out, they're up for sale, so I'm not sure what that tells you. Anyway, we're going to get a vanilla slice and give it a whirl. I think it's at a slight disadvantage in our case initially because it doesn't have icing on the top. It looks like it's got icing sugar on the top, which
so it won't be as sweet as we used to.
Isn't really, in our opinion, how a vanilla slice should be. So it's going to have to be pretty damn fabulous to pull back from that. But this is also another recommendation from Wumby. He recommended the Swiss bakery in, what was it called? Bellingen.
Yes.
Bellingen, which is tying for first place at the moment with the bakery in Harndorf in Adelaide. So, this could be interesting. Of course, it's only interesting if you're interested in vanilla slices. But this is a very cute small town. Looks very nicely kept, doesn't it?
Beautiful.
And we've just been discussing in the car on the way here, following the absolutely diabolical soups and chips that we just had. But we keep falling for the same thing. I mean, we've just come from Kenilworth, and there was what looked like some lovely cafes there. And we have the amazing knack of picking the wrong one, don't we?
Oh, and we probably just picked the wrong thing on the
Well, we probably did, but
menu.
It's pretty hard to bugger up a soup, especially a homemade soup in a cafe, but they've mastered that. They really ruined that.
Well, it just
very, very bland. So anyway, we're just discussing that we should bring our lunches out with us more. We should make a sandwich or bring something that we've made, because such a lot of the time you're disappointed and it's expensive, isn't it? You know, I mean, that was $40, and $40 isn't the end of the world, but still $40 is a lump of money.
But we're eating. No.
Oh no. He actually waved then, did you see that?
Yeah, because he saw you were filming.
That's because he was having such a horrible time. He was basically saying, "Save me." I think that's what he meant. Come on, Winkle.
Now, look what you've done.
Look at that.
Come back round.
Look at that. Hey, they're supposed to be intelligent staffies, aren't they?
Well, this one isn't. Look at this little caravan here.
Yeah, there's a dinky little caravan over there. We're just wondering what that is. Must be a little coffee kiosk or something, surely.
I don't think it is.
There's also what looks like another little leather shop in here, a bit like the one in Kenilworth by the looks of it. We'll have a nosy at that in a minute too. Oh, look at this. It is, it's a little coffee kiosk.
Sydney, stop eating things.
How nice.
You'll be poorly.
Very cute. Do like that colour. That's what they used to call candy apple red, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
On hot rods. Not bothered about an MX-5.
Oh, my dad had curse you for
I know,
that.
Dad had an MX-5 and he
car.
loved them. I think they're hairdressers' cars, if I'm honest.
How very dare you.
Well, it's a very short stroll around Imbil. But it's a lovely place. Break out in a fat boy, I think. Very nice. Now, what are you betting they've got no vanilla slices left? And would you believe there's no vanilla slices left? They've all gone. This looks an interesting shop.
Come on.
Ah, that's another little cowboy shop. Very much okay if you need a new pair of cowboy boots or a hat. So the lady at the bakery not only didn't have any vanilla slices, but also didn't want me to film her, which is first time ever I've been asked that, to be honest. Very strange. She didn't want to be on film. What has she got to hide? You ask yourself. Well, I do. Okay, well, I think we're back to the car. So this of course means that the Bellingham and the Harndorf vanilla slices will stay ranked number 1.
Come on, no, we're not eating grass, babe.
So it's our last full day in Noosa today, and we're having a bit of a chilled day, to be fair. We've got the old bacon butties on the go. I've been sorting a few things out, just getting organised really for moving on. Here she is.
You ready?
Yep, ready. Born ready. Yummy. That doesn't look too bad, does it? Better than a bought one, that. Better than that bloody soup we had yesterday, wasn't it? So we've just left Noosa and we're back on the move again. We've just hit the Bruce Highway and it's another perfect day. Noosa was very nice, very much enjoyed Noosa. The camps, the caravan park, not so much. It was just so cramped. The view out of our 2 rear windows this morning, as you can see here, you feel like you can touch people, you know. And interestingly, in the 4 days that we were actually there on that caravan park, not a single person spoke to us. You acknowledge people that, you know, you say morning and they go morning, and that's it. Nobody wants to get involved. It's weird. Very, very different than the showgrounds and such like. Maybe it's because you're so close, people don't want to get involved because they think they're not going to be able to get rid of you if you're a bit of a nutter or something. I don't know. But everybody seems to keep the self to themselves, which is fine, I suppose. Anyway, showgrounds are our thing, and that's the way they are. So our next major port of call is Bundaberg, but we're not rushing there. We're going to go via 3 different showgrounds on the way. That's the plan anyway. So we're going to have a night at each, and just see what they're like. They're all considerably cheaper than the caravan parks. And the first one we're staying at is called Widgee Showground. So we'll see what that's like very soon. Absolutely cracking day. We did manage to get the Kia serviced while we was in Noosa. That was screaming out for a service. The dash was lighting up, and like they do. You can't get away with nothing these days, can you? The car tells you what it wants. So we managed to get it in Noosa. That's partly why we stayed there for 4 days, because that soaked up one morning. Just check out the extremely pointy hill there. That's quite unusual. It almost looks like a volcano, doesn't it? If you just cut the top off. But anyway, we'll push on and I'll see you in a bit. So a bit of a change of plan. We arrived at the showgrounds at Widgee and was a bit disappointed. It was quite uneven, it was quite rough ground, there was under trees, couldn't really get away from the trees, and there was cow poo everywhere. So just had a quick look on Wikicamps, and just down the road is the Marg Macintosh Park, which is this little area by the side of this very quiet little lane here, and it's pretty much ideal. The showground was $12 a night, unpowered. This is completely free. It's also nice and flat, and it's just nice grass. We don't need to worry about Sid deciding to eat the cow poo and such like, which is the sort of stupid thing Sid would do. But this is pretty much ideal. And believe it or not, it was 2 minutes down the road. It's literally 2 minutes away. So this is us for tonight anyway. Time for a bite to eat now. So we've had our night in Widgee last night, and it was a very nice, peaceful, quiet night. It did a little bit of sprinkling rain in the night, which was not expected, but it's nice this morning. We have hit a rather strange problem that we've not had before today. We recently both went over onto Tangerine Mobile, and I don't know if you can see there, but we have got 4 bars of 4G full strength. However, when I try and get Google or anything, I'm not sure if you can make that out there, but absolutely nothing. No movement whatsoever. Nothing. I don't understand how you can have 4 bars of 4G and no signal whatsoever. We've never had that before. It could be something to do with the hills there, maybe. Having said that, we watched telly on the internet last night and this morning a little bit. We was using the internet a bit this morning, and then suddenly it's just gone off. But it's still showing 4 bars, which is really odd. Anyway, of course it means we've got no navigation or anything. So we're going to head that way, the way we came, and rely on signposts. Can you imagine? I'm guessing, to be honest, that when we get a bit further down the road and maybe pick up the next tower or something, it'll probably all come back to life. Bit weird though. Hang on, what did you say then? Say that again.
I was just reading yesterday on Facebook before we set off and got on the Bruce Highway, which we're just...
About to go back on.
Yeah, we're right at the side of it. That there's a lot of paranormal activity noted around...
In and around
Bruce
here?
Highway. So they said there's a lot of strange things. They had a few strange photographs. Things have been seen and happened. Maybe this is one of them.
Well, that might explain a few things then. Who'd have thought? So we've got where we're going for tonight, and we've finished up at Maryborough Dune Villa RV Park, which is this quite nice grassy area here, and it's right by the little airport. I think it's a very small airport, but this is pretty ideal. It's $10 a night. I think there are showers and toilet facilities, and there is water and somewhere to empty the toilet. Probably none of which we'll need, to be honest. We're only here one night, but this is good for $10 a night. You can't go wrong, can you? It's nice and flat and dry. It'll do. So we're just about to have a ride into Maryborough. Sid has just had a run on that field just there and enjoyed every second of it. So he's tired out now. So we're just having a little bit of a drive round Maryborough. It just looks a fairly typical traditional town. Yeah. It is a Sunday, so not surprisingly everything's closed. Very traditional building there. And some sort of monument-y type thing. I'm not sure what that is. Difficult when everything's closed, when you happen to hit a town on a Sunday. It's hard to sort of pass judgment, really. Could be different again tomorrow when it's a bit more hustly bustly. So we're just trying to find the bits that would be a little bit more, not touristy, but just a little bit of something going on. This is the wharf down here. Yeah, they're very traditional, aren't they? Queen's Park directly in front of us here. So we're in Maryborough Queen's Park. Just having a little bit of a wander with Sid. This looks to be a very nice park. Lovely, in fact. We have just had quite an extensive drive around Maryport town centre, and unfortunately it's a Sunday, so of course everything's closed, and it's difficult for a place to kind of do itself justice when everything's closed up. It all just looks a bit drab and boring. But it looks, in places, it looks quite a nice spot. It's only a stopover for us, isn't it, for one night?
Yeah.
So, well, this is a lovely park, and there's a railway line by the looks of things that runs almost right through it. Our internet came back alive shortly after we left the site this morning. Within just a few Ks, our phones kind of sprung back into life again, so I don't know why. I don't know what had gone wrong there, because as I said, we were showing 4 bars of 4G and couldn't get anything, but then they woke up, so I don't know. Like you say, it must have been the paranormal activity on the Bruce Highway.
They could have just been doing some maintenance on it.
Yeah, weird.
But how you got the 4 bars?
How you get the 4 bars and nothing else, I don't understand that. But anyway, just one of them things. So we had a lovely night in Maryborough last night. It's great here, actually. I quite like it. There's the airport, literally just there. And apparently you can learn to fly here. So I've been sat there with my morning brew, watching a couple of planes coming in and out with obviously somebody learning. That's kind of up my street. And an interesting thing happened yesterday. pretty much as we arrived, we noticed another Conquest motorhome just on the same park. So I wandered over to that motorhome just there, just to say hello basically, and as it happened, the lady almost met me about halfway to say hello, because they'd been watching us on YouTube and they felt like they knew us, which is nice. It's lovely when anybody kind of says hello, you know, that's cool. That is Wendy, Matt and their lovely little Arnie, who is a staffy, same as Sid. So yeah, it was nice to have a chat with them, and no doubt we'll probably have another chat with them later this morning. But they've been travelling in their moho for, I think they said about 5 months if I remember rightly. But yeah, all good. What a great day. Perfect. It's lovely and warm this morning. So we're a little bit in two minds what to do as far as from here. Today we're certainly going to go to, well, here we go again. I'm not sure. It's spelt Hervey, but it might be pronounced Harvey. I'm not sure. We'll go and have a look at that for certain. That looks like there's quite a nice esplanade there. We'll have a nosy round there. And then tonight, we might even have another night here, or possibly head up to Chilvers. Or Childers I think it is. There's a couple of couple of options up there that are both free as well, which is good. So anyway, we'll make our minds up and see what happens. Sid's been and had his little walk this morning, and because this field here is kind of fenced in, yesterday afternoon we took him in there and he had a good old run with the ball, which is what it's all about for Sid. And when Angie's up and out, we'll do the same again this morning, I think. Just a little bit damp on the grass with dew this morning, which just means he'll be wet through. He's a bit close to the ground, that's the trouble with Sid. He should have had longer legs. So we've just come out to Harvey, or Hervey, however you say it. Apologies to the locals, I've almost certainly got that wrong.
Harvey, I'm sure.
Harvey, do you think? This is the esplanade, so just going to have a tootle down here, see what's around, and then a walk, I think, on this beautiful day. 22 degrees, bit of cloud, but that's no problem. Some nice houses there on the left.
This is a nice foreshore as well.
Yeah, nice little coastal paths on the right and picnic areas there. So I've been chatting with our new friends Matt and Wendy, who have the other Conquest motorhome on the site we're at this morning, and we've got a surprising amount in common.
And a dog in common.
Yeah, same dog, same all sorts of outlook on things. Seems to be very similar. So, and I think we've just all decided we're staying there again tonight, so we'll probably see him again later. Coming into just a little bit more going on by the looks of things. This is more the touristy bit, I think. Fish and chips, that's always a good sign. Banana bender, I don't know what that was.
Torquay markets.
Cafe tapas. There's some nice little cafes and things here. This is a very nice little town, isn't it?
It's a lovely
Nice
area,
creamery
isn't it?
there, that's not a bad thing.
Never a bad thing.
So, we're on the move. See what we can find. Remy's by the Bay, Cafe and Carberry. Look at the VW here, that's cool.
Yeah, it's lovely.
That is quite cool, that, isn't it? Made it into a bar. Nice little play area over the way there. Right, Siddy. Plenty of trees here for you, Sid. But you can't wait on all of these. I'll have a go. Well, this is pretty lovely. Well, it's coffee time. We've found somewhere. We decided not to do the cakes though, didn't we, babe?
Green
Although we have seen a nice creamery, so we could
Get
have avoided the first hurdle and fallen flat on our faces at the second. Quite possibly. We'll see. Well, that was quite nice, although the coffee was just a little bit, almost too strong, but it was nice. Sid managed to bum several tickles off people then. He had about 6 lots of people stop. At one point, they were queuing, weren't they, to tickle him?
Yeah.
3 lots of people.
You get so jealous, don't you?
Queuing up to tickle him. I turned around to one lady and she said, "I'm sorry." She said, "Can we wait?" Unbelievable the amount of attention he gets. And he loves every second of it. So we've just come a little bit further down the coast and this looks a very nice little area. Nice little walkways and a little pier. We'll investigate the pier. Scarness Park. This is a nice bit of beach. There's a little bit of breeze. Hopefully the microphones aren't picking that up. Oh, we've got a wheelie. He's got, there we go. Oh, it would have been good if he'd have kept going. That'd have been good if you'd have kept going. Well, this is very nice.
Beautiful.
How lovely though. Very nice. And all the boats seem to be catamarans again. Angie's just said
really
Sid's
like
decided
them,
that's enough. He doesn't like the little gaps on the piers. I think when he can see through them he gets a bit panicky, so he wants to go back. And what we've all got to remember, this is Sid's holiday. We're just along in case he needs anything. So it is the following morning and Hervey Bay was lovely yesterday. Enjoyed that. We came to the conclusion that it's a lovely place to live. I don't know whether there's, from a holiday perspective, weekend, lovely weekend, something like that, long weekend. I don't know whether I'd want to spend a prolonged holiday there, but a lovely place, lovely frontage, very, very nice. So we are leaving this site in Maryborough today. I've just fired the Jenny up for maybe an hour or so, only because we've had 2 nights here and we're down to this morning now as we woke up, we're down to 60% on our batteries, so we'll pull back as we're driving today. We're going up to Childers today, so the solar and the DC to DC charger will pull us back to probably 80 odd, maybe 90 odd percent. So maybe just an hour on the Jenny while we have a bit of breakfast and chill before we set off this morning. It might just push us back up because where we're going in Childers is also free camping, and you can use Jennies there, but it's a bit more in the town, so to speak, so it might just be a little bit frowned on if there's nobody else using Jennies. We're here, nobody's going to bother here. We're kind of a little bit more out of the way. But this has been a lovely little stopover for a couple of days. It's been really nice. It's got what you want, and $10 a night, you can't grumble, can you? I was very tempted to get one of my planes or my heli out and have a little bit of a play because there's a lot of open space. But as you can see, the airport is literally there. There's a couple of planes just sat there. So it would be quite frowned upon. In fact, it's probably illegal. I was talking to the lady and gentleman from that caravan last night. They've been travelling full time for 15 years. And that was a nice chat. Some interesting insights into things. So yeah, very good. Look at that. I've just popped Sid in the back of the car there just while I have a bit of a chat. And he's only just woke up and now he's back asleep again. He's like a coiled spring, that dog. Honestly. One word from me and he'll do exactly what he wants. What you doing? Are you still tired, Sydney? Eh? Oh no, you're vibrating. Why are you vibrating? You're not cold, so why are you vibrating? He does that quite a lot. He sort of vibrates quite a lot. I think he was a Nokia in a previous life. So just arrived at Childers, and to our surprise, the car park area here, there's 2 sides to this. This van has literally just drove out. But the car park side here was absolutely ram-packed solid full, and the sort of grassy side, which is literally just across the other side of the road, it looks like maybe a couple might have just pulled out of here, but this was absolutely ram-jam full as well. So there we are, we managed to grab a little spot. Okay, it is lunchtime again. So just having a wander into Childers. and see what this little town is all about. That's the library. It's certainly a busy town. As you've seen, the RV parking's packed. It is on a bit of a thoroughfare, to be fair. All the big trucks coming through. So there is a bakery over that side of the road, which is why we're on this side of the road. I'm standing very firmly between Angela and the bakery. Somebody's got to take a stand and stop this woman. Very old style Federation building here, and the saloon doors there. Typical old style Aussie pub there. Look at that. That's small town Australia right there. That is, that pub. All very similar. Look at the dog in the back of the ute there. There's a sign there for Gingin. That's where we're heading next. There is a showground at Gingin that we're heading to for a couple of days. This is the Insane Caffeine, and the insane seems to be upside down. Interesting place. Now hiring. There's the local motel. No vacancies, they're full as well. Come on, City. Oh, nicely. Come on, good boy. Good boy. Come on. And there's the local chippy. Fried chicken. And there's the cinema. The old cinema that we walked past earlier on the other side. Very old building, isn't it? Another boozer. Another big truck. All the big trucks are coming through. It's a very popular route, obviously. Oh, nice bit of shade. Quite hot, actually, at the moment. Childer's hot bread and cake shop. Oh, it's nearly all empty. The shelves were almost bare in there. Must be a good one.
Welcome to the shit show.
Welcome to the shit show, yeah. That's good. Well, it's a cute little place. There's something in the making there. No idea what that is. I think we're heading back. She's off. You notice I'm just following and doing as I'm told. Looks like it's stayed just as busy in here. I've got to say, this area looks a lot nicer on wiki camps than it does in real life, shall we say. Okay, so we're over the other side over there. And here we are. Cup of tea time, babe. So we've just left Childers and we're on our way to Gingin now. Another lovely day. And we've just had a very nice experience where we met these lovely people. Steve and Mary are travelling in the area. They live actually quite close by. And Steve spotted me this morning as, believe it or not, I was emptying the toilet. And I saw this gentleman walking over towards me, a little bit purposeful. I thought, hey up, I wonder if this guy's recognised us, and sure enough he had. It was nice. We stood and had quite a lengthy chat with Steve and his wife, and yeah, really nice people. So we're back on the Bruce Highway and heading towards Gingin, where we're booked in there for a couple of nights in a showground. The showground is $25 a night with power and water, so it just gives us the opportunity to catch up with washing and such like. That's the plan. And then we're going to, or while we're there and possibly after, we're going to explore Bundaberg. But we've got about 32 minutes of this trip left to get us to Gingin. And this is Gingin, not to be confused with Gingin in WA. We live pretty close to Gingin, all one word. This is two, Gingin. Alright, so we'll push on and I'll see you there. So we've arrived in Gingin, and this is quite a nice showground. It's quite pleasant. There seems to be pitches that go up round. The oval is over there, and there seems to be pitches that go up round, and there's some round there, and that's the toilet block there, and we're over here in this corner. To be fair, I think they've kind of fobbed us off with one of the less desirable spots, because it's all on kind of broken up concrete there, and it's all a bit unlevel. But anyway, we've got ourselves level and it'll do. So the frustration here that we have come across a few times is they won't allow you to let your grey water out on the grass, which, considering it's so dry, I really don't see what harm that does. So because Angie's wanting to catch up with the washing, we're having to catch the reasonable amount of grey water that comes out of the washing machine into bucket and walk with it right round there to the behind the toilet block to empty the grey water down the dump point. But other than that, this seems to be a pretty good spot. I mean, you can understand them not wanting you to let your grey water out onto the grass when it's raining and it's a bit boggy to start with, but when everything's so dry, I really don't see the harm. But anyway, that's up to them, it's their decision. We just have to put up with it. So we've had a very nice bacon sandwich, and I think I'm going to settle into a bit of editing for you lot now. So we had a very nice quiet night on the Gingin showgrounds last night. It was lovely and peaceful, not a sound. Another beautiful morning. A little bit of dew on the grass this morning, so everything's a bit damp, a little bit wet. So Angie's just trying to get a little bit more washing through this morning. Housekeeping. And this is the reality of not being able to let your grey water out onto the ground. You've got to collect it and move it to the dump point. You don't realise how heavy water is until you start carting it around like this. Here we go. That's the slightly less glamorous side of motorhoming. Is there a glamorous side to motorhoming? I'm not sure. Ah dear. We had this bucket so full it took two of us to carry it yesterday, and we emptied it 6 times. So and she's off again today with the washing. Great. But we've also got your grey water from our showers this morning to get rid of, so this backwards and forwards with a bucket malarkey is it is a bit of a pain.